It's pretty clear that the maximum pressure campaign is successfully inflicting pain on the Iranian regime. It is hurting their economy. But I wonder, is there the flexibility in this administration to give Iran something to convince them to come to the table?
We don't think we need to give anything for them to come to the table. We think that they should come to the table to negotiate a new deal because they realize that their plan to terrorize the region has failed. Sanctions will remain in place as long as they continue to arm the Houthis, as long as they continue to threaten Israel, as long as they continue to threaten the United States, and the number of malign activities that they support in the region. It's probably on a weekly basis now that they're threatening to shut the to close down the Strait of Hormuz, which is, of course, an international passageway, an international waterway. So we are not going to cave to Iranian demands. They terrorize their neighbors. They threaten the Europeans. They terrorize the world. And it's finally time that someone stood up to them. This administration has. They got billions of dollars. Some reportedly the president has said $150 billion in sanctions relief after the JCPOA. Did they build more schools? Did they build more roads? Did they provide more health care for their people? Did the Iranian people see a benefit to the billions of dollars that their government received in sanctions relief? No.
But at the same time, sanctions are also hurting regular Iranians. I wonder is there such a focus on the maximum pressure campaign that perhaps the window of opportunity to talk with the Iranians that's closing?
No, we will talk to the Iranians without preconditions. The president has been very vocal about this. The president said that he's willing to talk to them at any time and any place. That doesn't mean that, of course, that we will relieve sanctions, but we're willing to talk to them. They can come to the table whenever they want to. What the secretary laid out is not conditions for talk, but these are the fundamental tenets by which we believe the Iranian regime will have to start behaving if they want to be welcomed into the world order, into polite society, to be recognized as a normal nation. Those are the areas in which they will have to start acting. So it's not a precondition. We're willing to talk to them tomorrow, but these are the types of things that we expect of them that will be on the table.
You spoke about Iran, how administration officials have called out Iran for restricting religious liberty. I wonder, you have a unique perspective because you lived in Saudi Arabia, and I know that the Saudis also restrict religious liberty, yet they're a U.S. ally. Has the secretary brought this issue up with the Saudis when he meets with his Saudi counterparts?
Well, so there's a couple things that I think is important to remember. We have two major reports here that deal with human rights and with religious freedom here at the State Department. One is, of course, the Human Rights Report, which has a long tradition here at the State Department that we publish every year. The second report is what Ambassador Brownback leads, which is the Religious Freedom Report, which came out last year before our first ministerial. And, of course, we announced just a few weeks ago the findings of that report. In both of these reports, the Human Rights Report and the Religious Freedom Report, we are incredibly transparent, and we judge via various metrics, friend and foe alike.